The following program is rated T for teen for the use of tools and materials that can be harmful to unsupervised usage. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, Mr. Waugh here from Mr. Waugh Media, and yes, that is my actual name. Today's episode, I've got a shopping list for you. I get asked a lot, what kind of things do you use in your builds? And the answer is relatively simple. A lot of the stuff that I find, dollar store, hobby shops, that kind of place. Now, I'm assuming a lot of you guys do have some art supplies at home, but if you're starting completely from scratch, this is a great way to get started, and I'll break it down in Canadian prices for you. Now, luck has it, I found a lot of this stuff at the dollar store. You can pick it up for a handful of bucks. On that note, let's get started.
As you can see here, these are all the items you'll need for most general builds. Let's start with the super glue. This goes for about $5 to $10 depending on the bottle size. You got some regular white glue, which goes for about $4, but I found for $1 at the dollar store. Next up, we have some green flock. Now this went for about 10 to 15, but this has lasted me 10 whole years. You can see I'm not even halfway through this bottle yet. This is just a vial full of regular sand. Goes for about $5, but I live by the ocean, so I got it for free. Lucky me. Next up, we've got our acrylic paints. Now these go for about $3 to $4 depending on the size of the bottle, but most dollar stores will sell the primary ones for about $1.50 each. Now you can get a pack of brushes for about $15 with an assortment, but on average they're about $3 to $5 for a good brush, $10 plus for an excellent brush. These coffee stir sticks go for about $3 retail, but I got them for about $1.25 from, well, the dollar store. Next up, we've got our hot glue gun. This goes for about $5 to $10 depending where you get it, and the cartridges themselves go for about $1 a pack to $5 depending on how many are in there. Next up, we got our scissors and our razor blade. Now these, on average, you can pick up for about $3 at a hardware store or hobby center, but they can go all the way up to $20 depending on how good of a blade you're getting. Now this is just a thin sheet of cardboard. You can even use cereal box, which is something I did in my earlier builds. This is a backing for a comic book. This goes for various prices. Let's just slap that down at $1. This is a pink styrofoam sheet, and this goes for $10. It is 1/2 inch thick by 2 feet wide by 8 feet long. Obviously, that's going to give me a pretty good yield. Now this is some thin styrofoam sheets, and they usually come in 20 inches wide by 30 inches long. Most retailers will sell it for about $4, but I lucked out at my dollar store and found it for about $1.50 per sheet. And there you have it. Those are all the common items that you'll see in most of my videos. However, there's a couple that I want to add. They're not necessary, but I find they help out quite a bit. These are shades from Citadel Paints, Agrax Earth Shade, and Null Oil. I use these in a lot of my videos, but they go for about $9 a bottle. You can make these washes yourself just by thinning down paints. I just like the consistency. Now the last item on the list is from Army Painter, and it's little tufts of grass and weeds, and they go for about $9 retail. They come in a variety of different colors, and I just find it works really well at finishing off bases and little details on ruins.
Well, that's been today's episode, and I hope you guys found it pretty useful. If you did, make sure you hit the like, the share, subscribe down below, and remember, you can always leave a comment if you want me to build something in the near future. On that note, I've been Mr. Waugh from Mr. Waugh Media. Catch you on the next one.
Am I here for a reason? Sometimes I wonder why. Am I here for a reason? Or is life just passing by? Someone please tell me.